Surprisingly good performer.
Another Yurchenko with a full twist, little step on the landing. Of course, that's what she will try and correct on her second vault. There's a very nice vault in the air. Good twist, good position. You'll see she's right on top of the horse, right where she wants to be. She might want to try and get a little bit more rotation off the horse and into the twist. She kind of twists a little bit early here.
She had that 9-9 on the balance beam.
You'll see several of the gymnasts do this vault. When Kim Zmeskal comes up, you'll see she opens up out of the twist and flares, makes the landing a little bit easier to stick.
Now these are the standings, remember, after the second rotation. 9-8-0 for Betty on her first vault, and here's her second.
Oh, of course, a step forward. Again, almost the same vault this time. She was trying to stick. She was making the correction. She had over-rotated the first one a little bit and stepped back, so she tried for the stick and had to step forward.
Now, as we see the 9-8-3-7 by Amy on her first, and Betty had a 9-8-0 on her first. Remember, the American women have to average 9-8-8-7 to tie the USSR after 3 rotations.
One thing you have to say about this American team, they're fairly inexperienced in international competition, and they're doing a heck of a job here, particularly Betty Okino, Amy Shearer, going up first and second on every event. It's a tough position to start your team off. It's a lot of pressure. They have to try and set the pace and set that base score as high as possible so that the others can build on it.
At the moment, Betty's waiting her second score, 9-8-0 on the first. To follow will be Sandy Woolsey, and Kim Zmeskal will be the anchor. Sandy is a Desert Devils, her club, out of Tempe, Arizona. Not a Karolyi product. Well, Betty, a Karolyi product, awaits the score, as do we. When it comes down to those uneven parallel bars, the Americans are doing extremely well. And in the final rotation, the Americans will be on the unevens, and the Soviets, who will go last, will be on the vault.
When Bella was afraid that because of Kim's injury that she might give away a 10th or 2 because of a little bit of pain in her wrist, he honestly thought Betty would step in there and really take up some of the slack and be one of the leaders of this team. She's doing
This is
a
an
great
inordinately long time here, Kathy, for a second vault.
Let's show it.
It's hard to say exactly what the judges are conferring about. The reason it is sometimes quite lengthy, there is a problem with language down there.
Well, she is back up like she's going to take yet another vault.
I have no idea.
So this will be her second vault. What happened on the first vault, we'll have to wait and try to get from the floor. Well, it was a long time. She was seated, as you saw, and now she's been told she's got to go again.
The only thing I can think may have happened if she had gone before the green light went on, or if one of the judges inadvertently put the green light on and she went ahead and vaulted and none of the judges were watching. But this is all just guessing from our point of view.
That's her number 302. Bella looking, and Betty waiting.
Those are some of our American judges.
What kind of pressure does that put on? Does that mean anything at all to Betty, the fact that she's just standing there this length of time, or does this just go with the territory?
It's some pressure for her, obviously, but she does have a score in the bank.
Which is 9-8-0. Bella's walking across to the judges.
She went before the green light.
That's right.
She got a 0. She had 2 vaults. Okay, what has happened, and it's what I was afraid of, and this is inexperience with a new competitor in international competition. You must wait till the green light goes on to perform your vault. If you don't, it's a 0. So I don't know what they're going to do with it.
Well, Bella's walking back up to Betty now with the explanation. Maybe we'll be able to hear.
Now, No, that first was good enough. All right.
Okay.
That's it. The first vault was good enough. The 980 goes into the bank.
It's really sad to see this, and I'll tell you why. The United States lost a bronze medal in Seoul due to a technicality and a rule. And whether the rules, you can say it's a stupid rule or it's not, but it is a rule, and you have to know them, you have to be aware of them, you have to inform the gymnasts of the rule.
Oh, now we go back to Sandy Woolsey of the Desert Devils in Tempe, Arizona, and her first vault.
This is something that was always enforced to us. Do not go before the green light.
Woolsey and Zemeska will have to do very well if the United States is to stay even with the Soviet Union or fall to second.
Sandy's very capable with this vault. However, her back must have been hurting her throughout the competition. Watching her in the workouts yesterday and in the warm-up today, she just doesn't look as sharp as I've seen her look, say at the trials or at the World Championships. And of course, the recent American Cup. She was much cleaner, much sharper there.
They still have Betty Okino's number, competitor's number, on the scoreboard for the vault. Now, what is going on now, I'm not quite sure, Kathy. But
well, the red light is on, so Sandy knows better. She's not going to go, and she's not going to go until they change the number.
Well, they've just put up the 0 on the second vault for Betty Okino. That's what they were waiting for.